All right, we are recording. Chief Lackey, Chief Swinhart, how are you gentlemen doing?
Well, thank you.
Good.
Very good. How are you doing, Mayor?
I'm doing pretty good myself. Thanks for asking, Nick. I've gotten out of the house. So for the last few weeks, I've been, really just isolated just in the house. So I went for a nice walk yesterday and the day before, and it was great. I walked up to the Chemist Cemetery and visited some of our Chemisonians there, or former Chemisonians. I found Wilbert E. Farr. That was the mayor during the Spanish flu. So he's up there. So I got to go visit there. And our mayor's, do you know who the first mayor was of Camas?
No.
Shame on you both. The Jack Carrington. Jack Carrington, and he was also born in Ireland like myself. But it was really good to get out. It was nice to walk around. The weather, I think taking care of ourselves physically and mentally at this point in juncture is very important. And part of the Governor Inslee's order that he put out was ensuring that we are getting outside and getting some exercise, and should be aware of that, because there are some challenges that go along with staying at home. But at the same time, we should be walking around our neighborhoods, walking around our homes. We closed down the parking lots to the trailhead so that we didn't want people driving to there and creating more of a risk. And there's no point in kind of doing this. We all have to kind of really follow through in the next month and really ensure that we're taking this seriously. We've closed down the schools now for the year. We've shut down businesses, which is, it's going to have significant impacts. Construction, churches, it's not easy, but it only works if we all take it seriously. And I guess with that, one of my fears is that we start we may get a little bit lax in the next few weeks, especially we're not seeing too much happening, which is a good thing. But Mitch, from your perspective, what are you seeing out there? What are the police force seeing out there?
Well, you're kind of right. I think with the weather turning a little bit nicer, we're seeing a lot more people out and about moving, like yourself, going for a walk. So lots of people out just walking on the sidewalks, taking their dogs for a walk. And even our vehicle traffic has probably in the last week has picked up a little bit, where it's a little more noticeable. So I think your concern is valid about, people kind of looking outside and everything appears pretty normal here in Camas, and maybe losing track of the governor's stay-at-home order.
Nick, what are you seeing out there from the firefighters? How are things in your world?
Things are going well with us. Our call volume continues to be low, and I think, a big part of that is people staying at home, and our workforce is healthy. Nobody's suffered an exposure. We don't have anybody in quarantine, so that's all good. We're aware that the CDC issued direction here in the last 24 hours, I think, to start wearing masks when outdoors. And we just want to make sure that people understand that that's not the N95 medical masks. And the CDC was very clear on that, and so is our county, that dust mask, cloth mask, that sort of thing is good, but we don't want people trying to make a run on the medical masks that our first responders need.
Absolutely. And again, I think what they made clear as well was that this mask is not a substitute for social distancing. We should be adhering to that as well. And again, citywide, we haven't had anyone that has tested positive or anyone that has been tested or shown any symptoms. So I think that's a great testament to everyone taking it seriously as well. Mitch, what activity are you seeing out there? Has things been quiet as well, or how are things out on the street?
Our calls are still down, like fires calls, as far as the volume. We actually have just seen maybe a very minor uptick in some, like family disturbance type calls. Now, that could just be an anomaly and something that just happened in the last week, but other agencies are also reporting similar findings. So we're just watching that.
I think it's very important, again, that we all take care of each other and take care of ourselves, and both mentally and physically. And, again, the economic challenges are going to be significant, and we're going to have to address those. But we can bounce back from those, and we just have to really ensure that we fight this virus seriously now. Really, the next month is going to be crucial, I think, in ensuring that we we stop it so that we don't have to continue to deal with it. So again, thank you, gentlemen, for everything, and we will check in soon.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Mayor.